Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Kagem. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Tanzanite and Zambian emeralds. I'm really excited because I got to try on a lot of Tanzanite jewelry and Zambian emeralds last week, so I wanted to tell you about it. But full disclosure, so I did get loaned these jewels to try on for like a few hours, and it was from my cousin's company, but it's not sponsored or gifted or anything like that because I didn't receive any payment. I literally tried them on, took pictures, got a feel for them, and then I returned them. So it's not sponsored, it's not gifted. You can trust what I say. If I say something, you know I mean it, because I regularly post links to things that are not affiliate where I know I'm not going to get a cut from anything, so you can trust me. Okay, so basically my cousin was in town and she had a lot of like fine jewelry pieces, and I was like, you know, I'd love to try them on. She's like, cool, try them on. So tried them on, and yeah, it was really interesting to try on like different types of Tanzanite from different brands. Obviously it's her brand with her husband, and then also I was like comparing it to my engagement ring here. I don't know if you can see it that well, but my engagement ring here. So my engagement ring is a I believe it's a 1 carat Tanzanite stone, and then it's surrounded by diamonds. So obviously Tanzanite is from Tanzania, hello, and I live in Tanzania, and I am from Tanzania, so it's exciting to talk about something that's like from my country. It's really exciting. There are a lot of you who've like, you know, talked about like lab-grown diamonds and stuff. I'll always tell you to support mined gems and mined diamonds when you can, and not because I'm a shill for the jewelry industry or the diamond industry. I wish, trust me, the day De Beers called and got me a check, stop, trust, I will be the first to let you know. But more because like the supply chain of all the people that like the mining industry in different countries in Africa supports is massive. So like indigenous miners in Tanzania who are mining Tanzanite are not going to benefit from a lab-grown brand in Paris or in Antwerp, if you get what I'm saying. So when possible, support like ethically mined things, particularly Cartier and Chopard. Chopard are known for a really good supply chain. So anyway, now I want to tell you about the ones that I tried on. So let's start off with the Tanzanite. I'll put up some pictures on the screen. So I got to try on different types of Tanzanite, and these are all varying in the carats. They're all completely different. And if you guys are interested, you can go check them out. I'll link their Instagram below if you're interested. Like I said, no pressure whatsoever. Now the Tanzanite that I tried on from her brand, super beautiful. The stone is different and it's cut in a different way for each product basically. So what I learned is like whether it was like the ring or a pendant, like each Tanzanite stone looks differently. There's no like uniformity, and even here now, just looking at my engagement ring, like today, it looks extremely dark today, and sometimes it can look quite light. And some days it looks like a true royal blue. I would say that here today it looks like a royal blue, but there are other times when you know, it looks like it has like purple tones in it. So it's really interesting the way the Tanzanite looks different and the way it acts differently. One of the biggest criticisms that Tanzanite receives is that Tanzanite is said to be very fragile. I remember when Edwin proposed, which was like the end of 2018, he proposed in Johannesburg. We went on a trip, and when he proposed, he actually gave me the choice to have this style, which is more like a cushion cut engagement ring, this is the one that he chose for me, or to have like an emerald style like Tanzanite engagement setting, which I love, and I love emerald like cut engagement rings, but it meant the world to me that he had chosen this for me, like surrounded by diamonds. So I opted not to like change it. I wanted to go with his design that he had planned for me, right? So one of the biggest critiques is that people say that Tanzanite isn't durable. Around the time for my wedding, I joined a like bridal group on Facebook, and I had put a picture of my engagement ring. Around this time, I really wasn't serious with YouTube. I think I filmed like one short vlog, like that was 2 minutes long, and then I would disappear for like 7 months. So if you even remember me from this time, God bless you, because I was not taking YouTube seriously. But I uploaded a picture of my engagement ring, and someone was like, oh my God, Tanzanite's really cute, but I can't because I heard that it's not durable. I heard that it will shatter. And then someone else, like, people were like trying to rain on my parade, honey. And I was like, listen, okay, you are not raining on my parade. It's not gonna happen. And the people were like, no, like it's gonna break and stuff. Like, and literally this engagement ring has seen a lot. I remember one day, I don't know what I was doing. I smashed my hand against the wall, and I was convinced that it was like shattered, done, a wrap, and it's still here looking absolutely beautiful, looking like the day that he gave it to me. Honestly, it still looks exactly the same. So this idea that it's not durable is not true at all. I think it's very durable, but I think it needs to be high grade, high quality Tanzanite. From the whole time that he has given it to me, but I do take care of it though. It does get cleaned regularly. I have taken it to get cleaned and just to get polished so that it looks brand new. So I've actually written a companion article to this video on my blog. You can go read it, it's linked below. It tells you about the pros and cons of Tanzanite and the pros and cons of Zambian emeralds. So obviously Tanzanite, I'm familiar with it because obviously it's, you know, it is in my engagement ring, but Zambian emeralds were new to me, so I got to try on a lot of Zambian emeralds. I tried them on all of my like fingers or whatever, like based on the jewelry that she had that I could try on. So I tried on the Zambian emeralds, super, super beautiful. So I tried on this one. This one is really nice. I believe this was like a 2.5 carat ring. This was really, really, really nice. And it's so beautiful. And you know, when you hear about Zambian emeralds, you always hear that they have this like bluish tint to them, like it's like a blue tint. So Colombian emeralds are like, you know, when you think of emerald green, that's like a Colombian emerald. So this beautiful bright green tone, whereas Zambian emeralds have this gorgeous like blue undertone or blue tint to them. They've got also more inclusions in them. I feel like Zambian emeralds are like the rugged, cool, edgy sister. You know, I feel like the Zambian emeralds basically are like the rugged, cool, edgy sister that reads like Vogue Paris magazine, and I feel like the Colombian emeralds are like the polished sister that watches all the catwalk shows on TV, you know, kind of thing. So they're very complementary, but they're also very different as well. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Zambian emerald ring that I got to try on. It was contrasted with yellow diamonds, and by the way, yellow diamonds are a vibe and a mood. After I got the chance to try on the Zambian emerald ring with yellow diamonds, I was like, ooh, I'm going to Google yellow diamonds now because they're super beautiful. I've only really been used to just like the traditional clear white diamond, but I feel like yellow diamonds would be a vibe, honey, like for a cocktail ring, engagement ring. And yes, even though I'm married, if you are engaged, please let me help you choose your engagement ring. I swear I'm like so good at this. I'm like the queen of this, I swear to God. And fun story, Edwin actually followed my Pinterest to figure out what rings I liked, and that's how he figured out that I liked emerald cut rings. I couldn't believe it because he was like, oh yeah, I remember on your Pinterest, because on my Pinterest I would always like post like the rings that I like, and I love cushion cut or like the emerald cut style. So when it pertains to the Zambian emerald, I found you can really see that blue undertone, like even when you just try on the ring compared to say the Colombian emerald. I want to show you some other pictures of Colombian emeralds from other brands so you can see. When you think of that Colombian emerald, it really is that beautiful, bright, like green color. Remember like Chanel 18S, that green, the very famous emerald green, it really does look like an emerald, you know, like a Colombian emerald. Whereas Zambian emeralds just have this gorgeous blue tint to them. They're a bit edgier, they're a bit more rugged, it's a little bit more off the beaten path. I don't know, in some ways I think they're cooler because they're not as mainstream. Jewelers are using them more now because people want to see diversity, people want to see different types of stones on the market, so you are seeing more jewelers use them more. And like I said, they're both great. You know, I feel like Colombian emeralds and Zambian emeralds, it's like Michael Jackson and Prince Honey. Okay, you get me? It's like big H and big C. Like, we both love them. They're both great. They're just different. So I'd love to know what you think about these Zambian emeralds, the Zambian emerald ring with yellow diamonds that I got to try on. And I would also love to know what you guys think about these Tanzanite rings that I got to try on as well. And there was also a pendant that I just got to put on my finger just to kind of get a feel for it. I would love to know what you guys think. And yeah, you have to make sure that you tell me. It was really fun to get to try on those jewels, because I've had bad experiences in jewelry shops here. There's actually a very vibrant jewelry culture in Dar es Salaam, like luxury, high-end, fine jewelry. I would say that people here really care about like fine jewelry, and that's really like the passion that people have here. Like, people will think your bag is fake, honey. You know, if you come in with if you come in with like a Louis Vuitton Speedy, like, people just think the bag is fake. But if you have like, you're wearing Tanzanite, you're wearing diamonds, you're wearing, you know, sapphires, like, people are gonna know that's real, you know. But I've had bad experiences at jewelry shops here. I remember one jewelry shop going with Edwin, and like the owners, because there were like a few of them, they wouldn't speak to me, and he wanted to buy me something. This is a long time ago. This is before I started taking my channel seriously. He was like, oh, I want to buy you something nice, go pick out like a ring for yourself or something. I was super excited, and then they wouldn't even look at me. They just wanted to speak to him, and I mean, it was super weird. And even by African standards, like by Tanzanian standards, that was over the top. I remember telling my mum, and she was outraged. And my mum is really, really conservative, okay? You think your parents are conservative? That's nothing compared to my mum, honey. And love her so much, but my mum is very conservative, and even she was like defending me, like, oh my gosh, like they wouldn't even like look at me or talk to me. That was a bad experience. We didn't buy anything that day, and I just told everyone I wanted to leave, because obviously if you're not going to speak to me, then how are we going to move forward? So it was cool. It's cool to see that my cousin's like jewelry company is working for her and it's doing well. But also there's a jeweler in town that I think I'm going to go visit in a few weeks, because I've seen them on Instagram. They're in the Dar es Salaam city center. I don't know anything about them. It's not sponsored. It's not whatever. I literally just saw them on TikTok because I was looking for. I'd love to get like a cocktail ring in that emerald cut style. I'm not sure what stone. We also have blue topaz in Tanzania as well. So maybe a topaz stone, but like in that emerald cut, that could be really cool. So I might go and check them out as well. I think if you have to compare the two, I think they're both great. They're just really different. Like Tanzanite and Zambian emeralds, it's also about colors. For me, I'm not a blue person. However, I do like blue in rings and jewelry. So that's weird. So I wouldn't like buy a blue bag because blue is not my color. However, I like it in rings and I like it in bracelets. So I like blue topaz, I like Tanzanite, I like sapphires because I like them in fine jewelry and definitely in high jewelry as well. And all of the major fine jewelry houses like Cartier, Chopard, I'm pretty sure VCA has done as well, have all used Tanzanite and Zambian emeralds in like their high jewelry collection. So it is pretty cool to know that like the brands that I follow do use them as well. I think, like, you know, just to quickly just touch again on the sustainability thing. In my opinion, if you're watching this and you're considering maybe going the lab grown route, like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have investments in mining. I definitely, I don't have anything to do with like my cousin's company. It's her company and she's doing her thing. But I would say that lab grown, like I said, with sustainability, like there's so much that like a lot of the ethical jewelry companies are doing when it pertains to just like knowing the supply chain and knowing like where the stones have come from and like making sure that obviously there are no children working in the mines and all of these things. And you support so many more people as a luxury consumer if you buy a mined diamond. You know, when people think of mined diamonds or mined gems, they think of like Blood Diamond and Shimon Onsu and Leonardo DiCaprio running around it. That's true for a certain period of time, but I do feel like the diamond industry has come a really long way from that time. I mean, there are conflicts in Africa, but West Africa hasn't had like a civil wars like that in a very long period of time. That was ages ago. So I think like for those of you who are just curious, like what do I think as like an African consumer who likes luxury, who shops luxury as well, what are my thoughts? My thoughts are, where possible, buy an ethically mined gemstone first before you go the lab grown route, because you support less people with lab grown diamonds, but in a way the hard work that the people who are doing all the mining are doing, that basically essentially the mining industry was literally built off people's hard work, blood, sweat and tears, and literally on their backs. The lab-grown industry is now kind of reaping the benefits of those people's hard work, because they can use all the imaging and branding of the diamond industry, but they don't have to pay people to mine the diamonds or the Tanzanite or the Zambian emeralds at all. So I mean, definitely for here, that is not something that like I think many Tanzanians would support. We wouldn't be supporters of like lab-grown Tanzanite or lab-grown Zambian emeralds, because you're not like there's a word in Swahili, it's called faida, and that means like profit. Like the people who basically have been working in the mining industry are not getting any faida from it. That's how people here would see it. So if you can afford to buy a really beautiful high-end jewelry, it doesn't have to be any from any company I suggest. If you don't like the things that I've suggested, you do not have to. You can go shop at Cartier or shop at another jeweler or whatever. But where possible, always go for the ethically mined gemstone first, and then if you can't find an ethically mined gem for whatever reason, feel free, knock yourself out with a lab-grown diamond. I just want you guys to know the other side, how people see things here. You might be like, well, I'm not taking part in something that's I'm not taking part of anything that's going to fund a conflict in Africa and hurt other people, but actually the indigenous people in the villages where these gems are found, they exist within the mining industry. And yes, the mining industry isn't perfect in a lot of African countries, but they have made strides and changes. So it's much better to support a supply chain. No one in Africa wants charity. No one wants your charity here. We don't want charity. People want to work an honest day and get a check at the end of the day. So I just wanted to kind of get on my soapbox a little bit there, because I've seen a lot of misinformation about the mining industry and lab-grown diamonds, and trust me, I don't have a Tanzanite mine, I don't have a diamond mine. You better believe if I had a Tanzanite mine, okay, I would have vlogged it. Okay, trust me, I have no investments in the mining industry. I really should get some, to be fair, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys that other side as well. So I'd love to know what you think of this fine jewelry try on that I got to do with my cousin when I tried on those jewels from her company. I'd love to know what you guys think of Tanzanite and Zambian emeralds. Tell me in the comments which one you prefer, Tanzanite or Zambian emeralds. Don't worry, don't panic. If you don't like Tanzanite, it's okay. I won't be offended. I won't be offended at all. I wish we had emeralds in Tanzania. Oh, I won't be offended if you don't like Tanzania. It's okay. I'd love to know which one you prefer. Would you like to see me do more things like this, like where I try on like really beautiful high-end fine jewelry from Tanzania? Would you like to see more like fine jewelry try-ons? Would you like to see that? You will let me know. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting every day in May. I'm trying to post different things, not just talk about Chanel, Big H and Louis Vuitton. So please support my videos when you see it's a different topic. If it's not just about those big three brands, please support my videos and make sure you watch them. Or if you can't join for the live premiere, you can just do this thing called watch later. So click on the video and just say that you'll watch it later. It will still count as a notification view basically from YouTube. It's really important because when I look at my stats, I can see that there are a few of you who see my notification but you don't have time to watch it. So then you'll put it in your watch later playlist. I really appreciate that. So please do that if you can't join me for the live chat or anything. So I'd love to know what you guys think. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Many of you know, I love high jewelry, and it's definitely a holy grail thing for me one day to get like a high jewelry piece from Cartier. They've got some really beautiful new high jewelry you can go check out on their Instagram. It's super beautiful. Actually, there are a lot of emeralds that are in their new high jewelry collection, but they didn't specify on Instagram if they're Colombian emeralds or Zambian. They look like Colombian ones. They're so gorgeous, so beautiful. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I really hope that you have liked this video and the format and everything. So tomorrow we are going to preview Chanel 23C cruise, because the collection, the catwalk show happened today in Monaco. I actually watched it, and you know, like a lot of bloggers will be like, hey guys, you know, I watched the collection, but I watched it on Instagram on stories or something, and they didn't actually watch the whole catwalk show. I watched the entire catwalk show from the beginning, okay, to the end, where Double V came out and took her bow to say thanks and everything. So I watched the whole thing, so you can trust my view on it and everything. If you want me to talk about other houses and show you other things, you will let me know. I've got some other really cool videos coming up about Tanzania and like the luxury world here as well, where I'll like go out of the house. So we'll see how things go, but make sure that you're fully subscribed, you hit notifications. That's the most important thing, because without you subscribing and without your notification, I can't fight for my place in the luxury YouTube algorithm. There are a lot of great channels out there. I want my videos to be seen. I want you guys to enjoy my videos. So please make sure that you're fully subscribed, you hit notifications, so I don't have to talk about it all the time. And go read my blog, it's linked below, and go follow me on all of my socials. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in my next video.